Hi there, it's Ivan and you're watching Puzzle Guy channel. Today my video is gonna have two parts. I've got an early access to 5 new Pelican puzzles that are gonna go on sale next week. So I will show you all these 5 puzzles, but I'm not gonna reveal any solutions. And in second part you're gonna see my attempt to solve Blesk puzzle that is made and designed by Vinco or Václav Obšivač, also Czech puzzle designer. So if you want to see the review of 5 new Pelican puzzles, watch my video. So let's see what I've got from Pelican this time. First two puzzles that I'm gonna show you are made by Alexander Majaric. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrect. It is pretty difficult to pronounce it. The first puzzle is Wish and Well. It is made of 3 different kinds of wood, mahogany, maple and Venge. And as you can see, this puzzle has 3 parts inside that you can remove, and there is another part on top that is kind of stuck inside these 2 parts, and you can move it left and right to the front and back, and that's it. And this part, as you can see, has like sticking out part on the bottom, and you have to count it when you assemble the puzzle. And you have to fit all these parts inside the frame, and I believe that you have to put them, all these parts, below this line so that no parts will be sticking out like this one. So that was Wish and Well puzzle. The second puzzle by the same puzzle designer is Pincers, and I believe that this name comes from the shape of the frame, and it has 3 parts. It is made of cherry and oven goal, and you have to fit all the parts inside the frame. And again, I believe that there's supposed to be no sticking out parts. All of these parts supposed to be inside. So pretty interesting looking puzzle. I think it's gonna be not very easy to find solution. So next 3 puzzles that I've got are made by Asanori Yamamoto. I will start with this one. This puzzle is called Triple 3, and it has 1, 2, 3 parts, and it looks like many other puzzles that I've already solved and showed you on my channel. You have to fit all the parts inside the frame so that there will be no sticking out parts, and both openings in this puzzle will be covered with one of the pieces. So as you can see, on this side there is a big opening 2 by 2 by 2, and on this side it is only one small opening that is 1 by 1 by 1. So gonna be, I think this one is not gonna be very difficult, but still very beautiful puzzle. And if I forgot to mention, this puzzle is made of 2 different kinds of wood, cherry and jatoba, and I believe that all these puzzles are going to be available in different combination of wood. So wait until they will be available at Pelican's website, then you can choose which one you prefer. So the next puzzle made by Asanori Yamamoto is Pavilion. It has 3 parts as well, and again you have to fit all 3 parts inside the frame, and this frame look like this. There is one opening 2 by 2 by 2 on one side, and there is exactly the same opening on the other side, but as you can see, this one is on the bottom, this one is on the top. And I think that these puzzles, these parts, when you're gonna assemble them, they're not creating like the full body cube. There is gonna be a lot of space between the cubes available, so maybe there is going to be like a lot of shapes that you can make, but only one shape that you can actually fit inside. So that was Pavilion puzzle. It was, by the way, it is made by Oven Goal and Venge, and again it might be available in different combination of woods. And the last puzzle that I have is my favorite. When I saw it first time, I immediately decided that I need this puzzle. It looks amazing. The name of this puzzle is Triangle Ring 3, and as you can see, the frame look like a ring that was cut from the cube, And this puzzle is different. It is not like many other puzzles made by Asanori Yamamoto that I showed on my channel. It has 5 parts. So that is the first part, that is the second part, third, and here is the tricky part. When I took a brief look at this puzzle before I start filming, I thought this is the one part, but actually it is 2 parts. One small part is below this part. You have to move it to the left, and only then you will be able to move the other parts and remove all the parts from the frame. And all these parts, when you put them into a square, into a cube, they fill all the empty spaces. So this puzzle is going to be very interesting, and I think very difficult to solve. As you can see now, all the parts are inside except this one, and there is only some space available, like right here on this side. I can fit the whole piece inside, and there is one small cube left in here, and the empty space looks exactly the same as the shape of this piece. So it's going to be pretty difficult to find how to fit it inside. But still, I think it's going to be possible, but it may take quite some time to solve it. That was my review of 5 new Pelican puzzles. They are all handmade, and the quality is so amazing that it is very difficult to describe it. You have to buy this puzzle, hold it in your hands to understand how well they are made. And all these 5 puzzles are gonna be on sale starting from the next week, probably somewhere from Wednesday. And I guess you will find these puzzles at Puzzle Master in a couple of weeks as well. And now I'm gonna show you the puzzle that I'm gonna solve today. The name of this puzzle is Blesk, which translates to English as lightning. It has difficulty level 9 out of 10. It was made by Vinco or Václav Obšivač in Czech Republic. And the object of the puzzle is to take it apart and to assemble it again. Usually such kind of puzzles made by Vinco are pretty easy. You have just to find the right spot where to push or to pull, and the puzzle falls apart immediately, and then you have to put it back, and it's usually pretty easy to do. But this puzzle looks very difficult, so I don't know, maybe it is much more difficult to find solution, but we will see it if I was able to find the solution at the end of the video. If you like Blesk puzzle and you want to buy it, link is as always in a video description. And if you want to see my attempt to solve the puzzle, keep watching the video. So let's solve Blesk puzzle by Vinco. To be honest, it looks pretty intimidating for now, since there's like a lot of pieces, and if you take a closer look, you can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 parts, and it really frightens me. But actually this puzzle has only 6 parts, or at least that's what you can find on the box. It says 6 identical pieces, so I hope it's not gonna be as difficult as it looks. But actually it's gonna be a puzzle where you have to take it apart and then put all the parts together in like one smooth motion. So let's start solving it. I think it's gonna be even difficult to find how to take it apart, unlike some other puzzles that are very similar. They're usually easy to take apart, but this one looks pretty difficult. Okay, you can see that this part is moving a little bit, but it is still not possible to take it apart. And I'm afraid to break it, since I feel some parts are moving. But if I try harder, I can break the puzzle. So probably when I try to take it apart, I do something wrong, since I'm blocking my own moves. So I have to find maybe 2 pieces that I have to hold to take it apart. Oh, I think, yeah, I found them. just two opposite pieces and the puzzle is falling apart. Okay, that is interesting. Now let's take a closer look at all parts. So it's 3 and 3 more parts and all of them are exactly the same. Okay, I don't know if this fact makes this puzzle a little bit easier to assemble or no. Let's try to put these 3 together, since there is even number of parts, so I think it's supposed to be like 3 and then 3 other parts in the other hand, and then I can put them back together, I think. Yeah, but it's gonna be pretty difficult to hold the puzzle. Okay, this goes in here. Oh, I think that I made something wrong and I don't know for now how to put them together. Okay, this goes in here. This part, I think, supposed to be, okay, I think it's supposed to be like this. So it's going to be the first part. I will put it aside, and now I have to make exactly the same with these 3 parts, and I hope I can assemble it next. I don't know, this doesn't look right. Okay, I think that I have to create exactly the same as the first 3 I've made, so let's see what I can do. This is gonna be like this. This is supposed to go in here, and this piece will be somewhere right here. Looks pretty nice. Okay, and now I think it's going to be the most difficult part, since it is almost impossible to hold all 3 parts in one hand. I have to assemble both parts, one on my right, in my right hand, and another that I have on the left, and I don't really know how to do it without breaking it. And you know what, I think that I've made a mistake already, since if I try to put these parts like this, they're not this part's supposed to go in these parts of the other shape, but this seems like facing wrong direction, so I have to put them kind of like they're gonna be in a mirror. So this one goes like this, this one will be right here, and the last one probably it's supposed to be like this. Okay, and I think that now I will be able to put them together, but how to do it? Oh, it's falling apart. I think that glue or some rubber bands will help a lot in solving this puzzle, but I don't have either of them. Okay, it seems like the correct way to put them together, but it is hard to hold all the parts. They keep falling apart. Okay, this goes in here, this... I don't know if you can see anything, but I'm trying to put all the parts together. Oh my god. Yeah, this one is gonna be tricky. Usually such kinds of puzzles are pretty easy and it takes a couple of minutes to find a solution, but with this one I'm stuck for a while. I think that after 10-15 minutes I will be ready to take glue all these parts together and then try to assemble it again. Okay, let's see. almost. Yeah, one of those puzzles where you wish to have 3 hands instead of 2. Oh no, 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 don't fall apart. Oh no, no, oh. Okay, I'll try another approach. So maybe I can put like, let's say 3 together, then I can add one more piece somewhere on the side. For example, if I add one more piece in here, I can do it. Yep, I can do it. Still falling apart. Yeah, and I think that only when I put the last piece, this puzzle is gonna hold itself. But until then, it's gonna fall apart, similar to the Nova Plexus puzzles that I solved in my previous video. Okay, this feels good. So the next one, I have to put this one. Yep, okay, that is good. And what I have next, I have just one piece left. Yeah, and it's gonna be impossible to fit it inside, since I can't move these parts. If I move them, the whole puzzle is gonna fall apart, and there is no other way how I can squeeze this piece inside. Or maybe there is a way. No, I think there is no way. I'll try, but I think that it's gonna fall apart immediately when I push it too far, right or left. Please don't fall apart. Almost. Yeah. Okay. Finally, I've been able to put it back together, but I think that I kind of cheated. I'm supposed to put 3 in one hand, 3 in the other hand, and then put them together. So, okay, I'll try to take it apart again and to find the correct way how to assemble it. Maybe it will take me some time, but I promise I will find the way how to do it the correct way. So let's see. No, I think it's not possible. Okay, I think that I don't supposed to put them in both my hands. I have to put one on the table, then grab another part like this and try to put it on top of the first piece. So I'm sorry if you can't see anything, but I think it's the only way how I will be able to put all these parts together. So it looks like if I put these 3 on top, there is not enough space to squeeze one part into another. So maybe the whole idea to assemble this puzzle the way I'm trying to assemble it is wrong. Maybe I have to put it like in 3 groups of 2, like this and like this, and then try to assemble it. Probably the only explanation how I can try to put all these parts together in a little bit kind of smooth way. So okay, now I can say that it is impossible to assemble this puzzle in one smooth motion, and the only way to assemble them is to put 5 pieces together like I did at the very beginning. So let's try to make it again. This 3 goes like this, and I have to put them here. Then I have to add 2 more parts. One of them can go right in here. The other part can go somewhere right here. And we will have like almost the whole puzzle assembled, and we have only one last piece, and it is the only way to assemble it. I don't know if you think there is another solution how to solve this puzzle and you've been able to find it, let me know in a comment please, but I think that I will not be able to find any other way to put all these parts together. Okay, there is another way how we can do it. Usually Vinco puts solution inside the box and we can check the solution. Okay, this is not kind of nice way to assemble, since if you put one piece, the other piece may fall out, so it doesn't feel like a correct and nice way. But still, I'll try to put it this way, since I don't know other ways how to assemble it. Okay, this piece goes there, and it's pretty difficult to control what you're doing, since this piece is supposed to go in the right spot in 4 different places. That's what makes it really difficult to put together. And as soon as you will be able to squeeze it into all 4 places, it will be assembled. Okay, insanely difficult to put together. Let's take a closer look at solution, if it's gonna help us or no. And I see that there is no explanation how to solve this puzzle. There are only 6 parts, and there is no any arrows or numbers which can say which part's supposed to go first. So I assume that is the only solution how you can put all these 6 parts together. Okay, that was a very difficult puzzle to assemble. I thought it's gonna be just an easy puzzle, as always, take it apart and then put parts in groups of 2 or 3 and then put all them together. But in this case, it was even difficult to hold this group of 3 parts in one hand and in other, and it was even more impossible to put all these parts together. So the only way that I found how to assemble it is that you saw, but I think it is not kind of correct way to assemble, since usually this kind of solution means that it's like a cheating way to assemble. I don't know. Let me know if you have this puzzle in your collection and you've been able to solve it. If your solution was exactly the same as mine, or you found a better, more elegant way to assemble all these 6 pieces. So that's all for today. If you like Pelican puzzles and you want to buy them, they will be available starting from next week. Link to Pelican's website is in a video description. If you like Blesk puzzle and you want to buy it, link on this puzzle is also in video description. If you enjoyed my today's video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and push the bell button to be notified every time I upload new video. See you next time.